don't just put all the information in the resume. That is not a good way. Just be very specific. And if you are seeing any job role, there are 10 things mentioned. No one is expecting you to have all those 10 skills. So now I'll come to the next part, basically, like what are the resume do's and don'ts. So as I told you, like I'll not spend much time on this one. You guys must be preparing good amount of resume, and there are lots of website available. Just one recommendation, considering the time I want to give you, that right now you are seeing one particular example, okay, where you can just see this particular resume. We are going to share this template in the on the community also after the session. So here you can clearly see that how this person is explaining, like this is the profile, these are the keyword, this is the area where you need to mention the keywords, okay. Then you will mention the work experience, put in bold letter what is the company name, what is your experience. If you are a college student, then explain what kind of major minor project you did and all those things. Then you will mention the general skill and technical skill. Most of the time people will include both the general, technical, extracurricular, all the skill into one particular column. That is not the preferred way of doing it, okay. Now, okay, so we're still getting the questions. Okay, I'll take those questions, but now when I'm saying that, mentioning the skill, mention the general skill and the technical skills, okay. So general skill can consist of any of the database related knowledge you have some machine learning knowledge, or some AI based. All this will come under the generic skill, okay. But when you talk about the technical skill, talk about the specific name of the tool, and talk about the programming language, or other specific things, okay. Do not just say that, okay, I know data visualization. That is a general skill. But if you are mentioning the specific skill, say Power BI or Tableau, okay. Certificates, definitely highlight it, whether be it a fresher or experience. Highlight the certificates. That will definitely add. I mean, someone has mentioned that portfolio and all those things will matter. But yes, that will matter, and definitely the kind of experience you have will matter. But certification will add that small feather in your hat, okay, that you are certified. So definitely it will increase the weightage. So there are 1,000 resume. If 500 consist of certification, they will prefer those. Definitely they will call the other 500 also, but first they will call the 500, okay. So that's where the difference will come. Education and interest, definitely you can mention. So these are some of the do's. And don't just put all the information in the resume. That is not a good way. Just be very specific. And if you are seeing any job role, there are 10 things mentioned. No one is expecting you to have all those 10 skills. Even if you have 3 or 4 skills, mention them and highlight them. That's it. Even if you're working on 10 different projects, do not mention everything whatever you worked on. Pick 2 or 3 best projects you worked on which are relevant to the job, which you can highlight. Mention them, okay. Do not put everything into the resume. Try to prepare one-page resume, if not 1 or 1.5 page, maybe, if you're more experienced, 8, 9, 10 year plus. If you're below that one, like 6, 7 years, just 1 page of resume is enough. 3 to 4 projects, technical skill and other skills, okay. So that is all what you need to mention, okay. Because as I told you, there are lots of resume coming on. The HRs will not see the resume completely. I am just talking about HR. I'm not talking about the person who is going to take your interview. That person who is going to take your interview, mention the LinkedIn profile or LinkedIn link. That person, I personally do that. Whenever I'll get a resume, I'll go through the resume first of all, even in previous mentors, or even if I take the interview for my company, I will always check whether that person is available on LinkedIn, and I will go and check his profile. So that is kind of a kundli which I will definitely check, from where he is coming, how many connections he have, whether he's active or not, what kind of work he is doing, okay. And that's where the actual profile will come into picture, not just from resume, also from LinkedIn. So the interviewer will definitely look into it, but you have to skip the HR also. Oh, sorry, you cannot skip the HR. You have to consider the HR also. The HR will not going to check all your resume. He will just going to see the keywords. So why you're wasting time in putting everything into your resume and just making it very big? So that point you definitely need to consider if you're facing rejection. That is very important, okay.